I'm Casey, and welcome to Once Upon a Pots. This is kind of funny because I haven't done one of these video recordings in so long. If you know me already, you might know that I lived another life and was the host of a cooking blog called Casey's Kitchen. And since then, I've become a mom. You can see. And things have totally changed. I am now working for a big company, still around food though, so it's kind of cool. I still get to do the food thing. But one thing that has never escaped my veins is my Disney obsession. Those of you who know me personally know that Disney has always been a part of my life. I have worked for Disney. I have been an annual pass holder. I'm now a DVC member, thanks to my husband. Very cool. And yeah, Disney has always been a part of me and definitely who I am. So I decided that I was going to try this whole vlog thing and start sharing some of my favorite Disney tips and tricks and topics. And hopefully you are interested and follow along for a little bit. So I figured I'll give you guys a little bit of a backstory as far as the Disney story. I have always been in love with Disney. I can remember trips. I think my first trip my mom told me, I think 3? I think I was 3. And went down to Disney World, digging up some pictures. And it was everything that everyone imagines it is. Disney World, so I'm originally from Massachusetts, so Disney World was much easier to go to. I went with my cousin, Kate, and my parents. And yeah, it was amazing. There's pictures of me at the Polynesian. That was where we stayed, I believe. Or maybe we just had the luau there. I don't remember. I'll have to fact check with my mom. But yeah, so that was my first Disney trip. And since then, I have very shamefully, we'll say, I have been to Disney World 41 times. Yeah, kind of crazy. And I don't live in Florida, so I have not lived in Florida. So I've gone plenty. I have lots of tips and tricks to share with you guys. Another big factor in my Disney world is that I used to work for Disney. I hosted a talk show on Radio Disney called Casey's Corner. And I got to interview some amazing people, some of my idols as a kid growing up, like Britney Spears, Destiny's Child, 98 Degrees, Jessica Simpson. If you are a older millennial like me, you will know that these are definitely teen heartthrobs and teen icons growing up. So it was really cool to meet them. It definitely gave me the bug to get into broadcasting and journalism, and that's what I went to school for. But still, Disney was always a big part of me, so it was awesome to be part of the magic. So that's my long-winded Disney story. One thing that I definitely want to make sure I talk about is my Instagram account that I want you all to be following. It is really original, called Once Upon a Pots, at Once Upon a Pots. And it's right here. You will see. I don't think this shows very well, but yeah, there's lots of pictures on here. I also, very excitingly, have started an Etsy shop because I apparently have all the time in the world with a 1-year-old. No, I don't. Maybe I just won't sleep for a while. But anyway, yes, Etsy shop is also called Once Upon a Pots. And in the Etsy shop, I started off making onesies because my daughter was definitely the inspiration. And I started making adult shirts, and there's hats in there, lots of fun things. So check it out. The link will be in the comments here as well, and you can see all the fun that's going on. So one thing that I posted in my Instagram was about my daughter's first birthday. We did a vintage Disneyland theme, And I decided to go old school with the Disneyland sign, and that was the main inspiration. And I went ahead and played around with Photoshop and made the graphic with her name, and that definitely became kind of the focal piece and the logo, if you will, for her birthday. We made a big banner, which thank goodness one of my vendors from work was very kind and gifted it to us. We made some small little circle edible fondant pieces that went on the cupcakes, and with my Cricut cutter, I made the cake topper with the same piece. So I'm going to post some pictures here. You can take a quick look, and I'll also post them on Instagram so you can see. And yeah, there were tons of different little fun tidbits. We also had a very special guest. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. And there were, my biggest thing, which I would suggest, when you pick your theme and stick with it. My big thing was I didn't want the kitschy character faces. I didn't want Mickey's face everywhere. I didn't want, the princesses' faces everywhere. So I went with a pink, light blue, and green theme that kind of played off the original sign. And all the character elements that were brought in were actually the Disney Animators collection, because those were the centerpieces for the party. I'm trying to think of what else I can tell you as far as tips. Oh, my one tip for the cake. I did not want to spend $200 on a cake. That was ridiculous. Sorry if you do, but I didn't want to. And as much as I probably could have made the cake come together with the help of my mom, I wasn't going to do that either, especially with guests coming into town and, again, wrangling a 1-year-old. So my coworker told me about the cakes at Sam's Club, and they were amazing. I mean, take a look at this cake. So it's actually a baby shower cake, whatever. And we just had them leave all the decorations and put them on the side. So we got this beautiful 2-tier cake with the polka dots, the same colors as the theme, and 30 cupcakes all together, the 2-tier cake and 30 cupcakes for $49.95. Like, that's ridiculous. And the other thing that's the best part, everyone at the party kept asking me how I got or where I got the cupcakes from, because they were insanely delicious. So kudos to Sam's Club. No, this is not sponsored. I'm just letting you know that it's a really, really good alternative when you're looking for the cakes and something fun to do. So, like I said, we added the fondant decorations, we added the cake topper, and made it look completely custom for $50. So, that's my little party tip as far as the cake goes. If you have any questions, please leave them in the comments. I would love to know. The other thing, I mean, this is the first episode, so please tell me what other things you want to see. Do you want to see some Magic Mail? Do you want to see park tips and tricks? My next Disney trip is going to be in May down to Walt Disney World. So if you have any questions or you want me to scoop up anything, let me know in the comments. And I'm sure living in LA will be able to head on over to Disneyland. So let me know what you think. What do you want to see? I will see you next time. Have a magical day.